All right, all right. I think we're good to go ahead and start here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm not a professor, but you can call me Nap. And welcome on in. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday so far. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. We're halfway through. We've made it halfway. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good week. Not much to report and things that have happened changed for me since Sunday. Sunday, though, we did have a good time researching. Found we ended up on a really weird old, like, mid-2000s website that was still intact, but it was actually kind of cool. Even though it didn't really serve our research at all, we just kind of accidentally ended up there. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something I was gonna say. Like yeah, I can't really think of anything at the moment, unfortunately. Could have sworn I had something, but I guess not. Oh well, must not have been too important if I can't remember it. But yeah, hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Today we're going to be continuing kind of what we've been doing. Day 19. We're almost on 20 streams. That's crazy. 20 streams of this research. Because we started... Actually, wait, hold on. Let me look real quick. When was our first... when was our first research stream of this? February 1st. Wow, so it's been almost 2.5 months. And it'll be over 3 months, definitely. Oh, so like, I would have spent... that means I've spent a quarter of the year... a quarter of the year researching this photo. That's crazy when you put in perspective like that. That it's been that long. Almost to the point where, like, I've kind of forgotten, like, oh yeah, what did we used to do before we researched this photo? Oh yeah, we did other individual photos in just one stream, and also, like, you know, the patent research, and played 2 Point Museum and stuff like that. But wow, yeah, it has truly been a journey with this. This journey has taken us places that I couldn't even imagine that we were going to go, and places that I'm going to explain a little bit about later, once we kind of get started a little bit here. One thing I did want to bring up was I do have something planned, not for this Saturday, but for next Saturday. I think I'll just say that. I'll say that now, and then I'll say that... I'll say that now, and then I'll reveal a bit more about it this weekend, of what exactly it is. So it's going to be another special stream. I feel like we just had one with April Fools, but this one's going to be a little bit different, and also it's for a different reason. I'll explain that, like I said, a little as it gets closer. But until then, just know that not this Saturday, but next Saturday is going to be a very special stream. And then, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. The other thing I'll bring up is that on Saturday, I will be possibly playing some games. Might be continuing our Stardew Valley adventure on this Saturday. Unless something comes up and my schedule has to be switched around a little bit, my plan is to be playing some Stardew Valley this Saturday. So look forward to that. On top of our normal research stream on Sunday. But yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's Anything else? Hello, Flora. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a great evening. How are you doing? Just talking a little bit about what we're going to be doing in the future. Oh, you didn't miss that many. I mean, the only announcement, the real announcement that I have, it's very vague at the moment. It's very vague. I only am saying that not this Saturday, but next Saturday is going to be a special stream. And I'm going to announce what it is this weekend. And I know we just had one with April Fools, but it's a little bit, it's for a different reason, completely different. It just happened to be with the timing. I mean, technically I am in a museum. Both I work there and these paintings are in museums. One of them's actually in the Tate, so actually closer to you, Flora. I know one of these paintings is in small museum in Los Angeles. The one of him looking at the papers, that one. That one's in Los Angeles, and the one you see right now, I believe it's in the Tate, but it's not on view last time I checked. They have it, but it's currently not on display last time I checked, so we might have to change that. You can go point at it and say, hey, I know that guy. I mean, yeah, there's also in London, there is the Samuel Johnson House Museum that's in London, where this guy's house is a museum. And there's also a statue of him that when I was in London in September, I found and I took a selfie with it, as like a little bit of like a little fun little thing. I think I posted a picture of it on my Twitter, but yeah, so next time I go to London, I want to actually go to the Samuel Johnson Museum. I couldn't go that trip because I was with my parents and we had plenty of other things that we wanted to do, but yeah, that's kind of that's my plan, is maybe go back to London and be like, hey, do you want to going all the way to London and be like, hey, do you want to see, the British Museum, Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London, Parliament, any of that stuff? No, I'm going to the Samuel Johnson Museum. I'm going to go see his blue plaque and go into his house. I've already done all those other things. Something I thought about doing until I looked up how many there were. So I love, like, making crazy, like, goals of just, like, and obviously they're very hard to do, but, like, making goals of, like, seeing every of something. So, like, seeing, like, for example, going to all the national parks, going to every Smithsonian museum, do, like, stuff like that. I had an idea of maybe, like, going to London and reading every single blue plaque that's in London. The problem is, though, after doing a little bit of research, I found out there's over 1,000 of them. Because my first thought was like, oh yeah, I can do, like, it can be like one of those, like, dumb, that would be like, I was thinking like, oh, I can do it, like, maybe do it in like 24 hours was my initial idea. That'd be like a funny, like, like one of those like a YouTube video, like a clickbaity YouTube video, but then I realized, oh, there's 1,000 of them. No, that's not possible. That would be an absolutely insane goal. Yeah, it is, and like that's something that, like, that's like something you do if YouTube is your job. You could see how many you do and have goals for each milestone you hit, but 1,000 plus is insane. Yeah, I had no idea there were that many. And what's annoying is that there used to be, like, somebody made like a map, like an interactive, like, Google Maps style, like, map that had like pins on where all of them were in London. But like a year or two ago, it, like, the website was down, like it doesn't exist anymore. So now there's no, like, there's like a list. There are lists of, like, all of the plaques, but you would have to, like, make your own map now to, like, pin exactly where all of them all are. The Wayback Machine, yes, that actually could. That's actually a good idea. That probably you could probably get it that way. But the problem though is that with the way if you use the Wayback Machine, you're not going to get the ones that they add every year because they add a few every year. So you're only going to get the ones that are like pre whenever they shut down the website. Because they add a decent number of them every year. I feel like it seems like. But yeah, that would be. That's just like, a stupid, like, goal. Like, obviously, I would probably never do it, but it'd be a fun thing to try. You think the British Museum would have a list? Well, I think they're not run by the British Museum. I think they're run by the City of London. Like, it's like its own entity, I think. I think it's more of it's a city thing, not so much the British Museum. It's a City of London thing. Like, actually, wait, hold on. Let me Google that real quick. So now I'm curious. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. London blue plaques. Okay, yeah, it's put on by English Heritage. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's English. Okay, yeah, English Heritage. Okay. So yeah, so there's, according to this, there are currently, how many are there? Oh, here. Okay, hold on. I just love the. Hold on. I just want to show this real quick. So this is the Wikipedia. Oh wait, no, shoot, you can't see this. I'm not on the right page. Hold on. Okay, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and go to our classroom real quick. And then we'll start our research after we stop looking at blue plaques. Okay, so this is the Wikipedia page for blue plaques. I just love that the example one that they have here. They could have, like, out of the 1,000+ that they have, they decided to go with the one here for Sir Jack Cohen, entrepreneur, founder of Tesco Stores, lived here as a child. So that's how, that is, I think, to represent true English heritage and true Britishness, you got to have the founder of Tesco. Because I admit, when I was in London last year, went to our hotel was literally next door to a Tesco, and we went there a lot late at night. Can't believe that's the one they chose. I mean, it's okay. They have that one. They have this one. Alfred Lord Tennyson, poet, lived here in 1880 and 1881. Oh, wait, look who it is. Look at that! Tesco is inescapable, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, Tesco is everywhere. And hey, for what you get, but it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. But yeah, look at this. Also, it's crazy that this isn't a blue plaque. But yeah, Dr. Samuel Johnson, author, lived here, 1709 to 1784. Society of Arts plaque, Samuel Johnson's house in Go Square. Or Goth? Is it Go or Goth? I'm not sure how you would say that. Erected 1870. Wow, this one's 1876. Many of the early Society of Arts and LCC plaques were brown in color. Okay, so before they actually made them blue. Okay, so they have that one. Okay, Samuel Phelps. Charles Dickens, okay, that one makes sense. Anito Canal, called Canaletto. Venetian painter lived here. Whoa, that's a interesting one. Oh no, wait. Did I go down? Or was it just like a little bit of a blip? Hold on. I think it was just a little bit of a blip. Okay, yeah. Things are fine, I think. Okay, whew. Had like got a little scared there for a second. Okay. Okay, yeah. William Bly, commander of the Bounty. Virginia Stephen Wolf. There was a short blip, but very short. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I got nervous there for a second because the other day we did have it where like my internet literally just like gave out for like 10 seconds and it split the VOD. It was very annoying. But we're good. But yeah, we got Virginia Woolf, Ian Fleming, classic, of course. Peter Ellis, architect. Okay. Whoa, okay. This isn't a person. This is the world's first regular high-definition television service was inaugurated here by the BBC, 2nd of November, 1936. That seems... Huh. That seems way early for television. 1936. I mean, I feel like TVs weren't even commonplace until like 1950 or 50, like 1950s. So this is like a very early version of the television. And the fact that it was high definition, which I don't know if that, like, what the standard is for high definition. British Broadcasting Corporation is extremely old, but I mean, well, BBC, they started with radio, I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming they started with radio and then moved on to TV. In this house was a site. In a house on this site, the Swan and Hop, John Keats, poet, was born. 1795. Laura Ashley, designer, began printing fabrics with her husband, Bernard, 1954 to 1956. Huh. Hey, Charlie Chaplin. Oh, hey, Flo, you could have fooled me. I wouldn't have...